Alright guys, so this is for replacing your intake control runner valve. It's that small little, I think it's a solenoid. I don't really know what it is. I just know it's a runner. So it's like a sensor and you gotta replace that. What I did, I disconnected the 3P connector. I took off the dust shield, the 2 bolts holding it in. It's really easy. And then I took out the PCV valve, and it's right here. Has a washer on it. You need a 17 millimeter. I used a 1/2 inch and a 3/8 1/2 inch drive to give me the space. You're probably not gonna have enough space because the coolant reservoir is blocking the ratchet, so you're gonna have to work your way around it. But after you took off the dust shield, you pulled the hose out of the PCV valve and you took the valve off. All that's really left is taking out the 2 screws inside there. That's one holding and there's another one there. I'm gonna do it. What I used, micro bit driver. I know, it's ridiculous, but it actually helped out. And I just hooked her up right there. And I'm just turning the screw. All right, just finished installing the new control runner valve sensor. I already installed the 2 screws in. Remember that it has to go up this way. You gotta lock it in, matching the mechanical thing, and then turn it, and that's the correct way to do it. After that, you can start screwing back on the PCV valve. This thing can focus, wow. So yeah, just tighten her up. You can put a new washer on. I didn't, I just kept the same one. But I think it's better to put a new washer on. It's a 14 millimeter. After that, you can torque this down, but I found out on Reddit, some people have issues torquing it to the specified torque in the manual, the helm service manual. It says to be 33 foot-pounds, but I've read in the Reddit post that they've over torqued it and stripped the bolt, and it was pretty scary. So I'm not gonna do 33 foot-pounds. Seems a little bit too tight. I'm just gonna be doing somewhere around 20 to 22 foot-pounds, just to make sure it's snug, and that's it. Alright, after tightening the PCV valve, plug in this 3P connector to the control runner valve. After that, grab your hose, lock it in, push this back into the PCV pipe, make sure it gets in there all the way, it's snug and tight, make sure it's not loose. That looks good. Actually, yeah, there we go. Yeah. Grab the pliers and then just clamp that back down to where it was. Clamp her down, push it all the way down until you can't no more. Should be good. Okay, after putting back the hose, locking it in here, and then squeezing the clamp, putting it back all the way to the end, to the PCV valve. You hooked your 3P connector, which is this plug right here. All that stuff is done. Alright guys, it's been about a month after installing the new intake control runner valve. And as you can see, there is no check engine light at all. This one focus, there we go, yep. I hooked up my scanner. There's no codes. Everything's fine. It's working perfectly. So yeah, if you guys have this problem, this check engine light and the P0661 code, then that'll solve it for the base model. For some reason, the older models, the 04 and the 02 Rsx, or the Type S, I guess, they have P0662. I'm not really sure, but if you have this code, it'll solve it. And yeah, take care, y'all.